Hey there, metalheads. How's it going, guys? Here to bring you guys another genre CD collection, and this time it's going to be for groove metal. Now, I may not listen to groove metal as much as I need to because there's a lot of great bands in the subgenre, but yeah, groove metal is still great. So, I don't have the best groove metal CD collection, but at least I got some, I have about 30 for this video because I know some bands that I have CDs of can be counted as groove metal, but me personally, for some reason, I wouldn't really consider some of them groove metal. For example, Christian metalcore band Demon Hunter, I do have all 10 of their studio albums, but I will be excluding them from this video because I consider them more of a Christian metalcore band than I would groove metal, but I can see why people would consider them groove metal though, because of their different sound through each album or whatever. But yeah, I still do like Demon Hunter, even though I don't consider them a groove metal band. But yeah, other than that, I just want to explain why Demon Hunter won't be in the video. But other than that, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so this first album I'm about to show y'all is one of my most recent pickups, so this is a spoiler. So this album I'm about to show y'all up first will be my next upcoming CD pickups video because it is a recent pickup. But it's fine, guys. But the album is Chimera's album called The Infection. This is my very first time buying an album from them. And now, I know that can be considered groove metal and metalcore, but I can definitely see why they're counted as both subgenres because they got the heavier style of groove metal, which basically combines groove metal and metalcore together, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, this album is really good. I wouldn't say it's their best because I heard songs from the 2001 album and those songs were great, but yeah, this album, The Infection by Chimera, still a great album. Really like the opening track, the Venom Inside. I like the song. Well, I'm gonna be honest, I like the whole album, of course, because the last, I don't know how many albums, I've enjoyed every single song from an album for years now, but yeah, this album is good. I wouldn't say it's their best, but I still do like it, and glad to have it. Definitely need to get more albums from this band because honestly, before they broke up, I think they were an underrated band. That's just my opinion. Okay, this next band is definitely underrated. At least, that's what I think. And now this next band I'm about to show y'all can actually be considered two subgenres of metal as well. Groove metal and melodic death metal, but since you can tell they have that groove sound, I'm going to include them in the video. And up first is their album Winter Kills, and this is the band Devil Driver. Definitely one of my favorite groove metal bands ever. Just a fantastic band. Really great album too. And I know y'all see me wearing my Devil Driver shirt throughout many videos. So yeah, when I bought the CD online, it came with that shirt. And it also comes with the little thing right here. If you guys ever want to go on the website, napalmrecords.com. But yeah, this is the audio CD, and then the booklet, and then the DVD. Very awesome. Definitely love this album. Favorites from it would be Ruthless, Winter Kills, which is the title track. Their cover of Wall Nation's song Sail definitely outblows the original their cover of Sail definitely outblows the original, in my opinion. That's what I'm going to say, but yeah. This album overall is great. Definitely a big Devil Driver fan and can't wait for their upcoming album because I'm definitely going to buy that when I can. Okay, next up is another album from Devil Driver. and it's their album Trust No One, and it's the bonus tracks version. And yeah, I apologize about that little cut right there because when I got it in the mail, it was like that, but it doesn't affect the play or nothing of the CD. Yeah, it's digipack version because, like I said, it's got 2 bonus tracks on this version. Pretty cool, guys. Really great album too. Favorites from it would be Bad Deeds, the title track Trust No One, House Divided, which is one of the bonus tracks, and another favorite would be Evil on Swift Wings, which is the second and last bonus track. But yeah, overall, this album is fantastic. Definitely one of their best. Fantastic. Okay, so this next band. So these first few bands can be considered a couple subgenres of metal, but they're still considered groove metal. But yeah, this next band, I know they can be considered as industrial metal, probably more than anything else, but they still are counted as a groove metal band. And for this band, I only have one album with them as of now, but I am a pretty big fan of this band. They're a really great band. And the band is Fear Factory, and this is their album Obsolete. And this, of course, is the standard edition because there's like a bonus tracks version, but it is what it is. Favorites from this would be Shock, Edge Crusher, Descent, Obsolete, which happens to be the title track, and Resurrection. Just really great album. Next time I get a Fear Factory album, I definitely want to try to get Digimortal because the song Lichpin is fantastic. But yeah, Obsolete is a great album. Fantastic. Love it. Definitely glad to have it in my collection. Okay, the next band, I'm going to have quite a few albums to show off because I know a lot of people have a huge dislike for this band, but I respect their opinion. But me personally, I like their music. So this band is Five Finger Death Punch, and up first is their debut studio album called The Way of the Fist. And now many people would say this is Five Finger Death Punch's best album, which I definitely agree with, because if y'all seen my ranked video on my original channel going on a year ago or however long ago it was, basically put this at number 1. But yeah, it's a great album, and favorites from it are The Way of the Fist, which is the title track, The Bleeding, Place to Die, White Knuckles, Death Before Dishonor, Meet the Monster, Never Enough, Stranger Than Fiction, and even the acoustic version of The Bleeding, because originally when I bought this, I was thinking it was the standard edition, which only has 10 tracks, but when I opened it up for the first time and looked on the back, I'm like, wow, it's got the 3 bonus tracks, because I thought the 3 bonus tracks were only for the Iron Fist edition, and this isn't even the Iron Fist edition because it has a totally different artwork. But yeah, it's cool that it's a bonus track version though, nonetheless. Really great album. Definitely probably their best. Okay, next up is their album War's the Answer, which is another album that many people definitely seem to like when it comes to Five Finger Death Punch. And I can see why again, because this album is really good. Really good. Probably my second or third favorite from this band. But yeah, favorites from it would be Dying Breed, Hard to See, Bulletproof, No One Gets Left Behind. I know those are the first 4 tracks, but it's hard to pick favorites from this album because it's that good. But yeah, Far From Home is a great song. Walk Away, Bad Company, many people know that because it's a cover. And the title track, War's the Answer. Really great album. If you don't like Five Finger Death Punch, still give this album a listen because I think you would like this one, and the same goes for the album The Way of the Fist. Definitely check out these albums, even if you're not into the band. Okay, next album is their album American Capitalist. And now, I don't think this album is as good as the previous 2, but I still think it's a good album. And one of the songs on this album is actually the first song I ever heard from this band, and that being their song Remember Everything. Just a beautiful ballad. Definitely love that song. But yeah, favorites from it are American Capitalist, which is the title track, Under and Over It, and that's definitely one of their most popular songs. The Pride, Coming Down, such a great song. It's about bullying, but overall, it's a fantastic song. Generation Dead, Back from War, of course, Remember Everything, the song that got me into the band. If I Fall, and 100 Ways to Hate. Yeah, there is a deluxe edition of this, but this is the standard edition. I know there's another artwork from this album which has like a knucklehead on it, like a skull knucklehead with a Lamborghini and some women on it. But yeah, this is probably the alternate cover, but I'm not right here, but I'm not really sure, because I do see different artworks for this album. This and the one I just told y'all about with the Lamborghini and the knucklehead and the women. It doesn't really matter though which one's the original, because I definitely prefer this artwork any day and any week, any year, any time actually. So yeah, really great album again. Not their best, but still enjoy it. Great album, still. Okay, next up is their album, The Wrong Side of Heaven and The Righteous Side of Hell, Volume 1. Yeah, pronounced it right, just to make sure. I mean, read it right, my bad. It's been a while since I listened to this. But yeah, this is definitely not one of their best, but I still do appreciate this album because it has some great tracks. Like the opening track, which includes the metal god himself, Rob Halford from Judas Priest, which is called Lift Me Up. Wrong Side of Heaven, of course, love that song. Burn, MF, great song. Anywhere But Here with Maria Brink, Dot Your Eyes. Mine, which is M-I-N-E, in this way. Don't know what the M-I-N-E stands for, but either way, still love the song. Mama Said Knock You Out, which is a cover. Anywhere But Here duet with Maria Brink, and Dot Your Eyes featuring Jamie Jost of Hatebreed. Now, this is a bonus tracks version which includes 3 bonus tracks. But yeah, this is still a good album. I won't say great or fantastic, but still a good album. Definitely one of my least favorites from them, but still a good album. Okay, we're halfway through the Death Punch thing, guys. Sorry. But up next is The Wrong Side of Heaven and The Righteous Side of Hell, Volume 2. Now, this is my least favorite album from them when it comes to their decent material, because And Justice for None is definitely my least favorite of them as of now. But yeah, this is a good album. I like Volume 1 better, but Volume 2 is still a good album. And favorites from this are Wrecking Ball, Battleborn, Cradle to the Grave, Cold, just a really great song. Definitely one of their best. And their version of House of the Rising Sun. Okay, next up is one of their most hated albums, and many people would probably say this is where Five Finger Death Punch started to get bad, but I disagree with that because I do think it's a great album. And of course, it is their album Got Your Six, and this is the deluxe edition. And I only bought the deluxe edition because of the song I Apologize. But yeah, the other bonus tracks are still good. But yeah, favorites from this are Got Your Six, Jekyll and Hyde, Wash It All Away, My Nemesis, Digging My Own Grave, Boots and Blood, and I Apologize. Just good album. Definitely one of my favorites from them. Okay. Now, the next album probably won't matter to some of y'all because it's a compilation or greatest hits either way. And it's their album, A Decade of Destruction, which is not a studio album, but still wanted to show it because it is a part of my Death Punch collection. But yeah, I don't have much to say about it because it is a compilation. Hold on, guys, I gotta put these down a little bit so I can move on with the video. Okay, and last for Five Finger Death Punch until I buy their upcoming album sometime this year. And their album Injustice for None, which is definitely my least favorite album from them, but I do really like the artwork. Even the deluxe artwork is great too. But yeah, favorites from this would be Champagne, Fake, Blue on Black, I Refuse, When the Seasons Change, Rock Bottom, Gone Away, and Will the Sun Ever Rise. Definitely my least favorite album, but I still do appreciate the album. Still do think it's a disappointing album, but I still do like the album. Alright, hopefully Fate, when it comes out February 28th, 2020, I do hope it's a great album. And by the first two singles, it definitely sounds better than Injustice for None so far. Hopefully they keep it that way with that album. But we'll find out on a release date, which I definitely will review the album on this channel, of course. Okay, next up is a band that many people would probably not consider as groove metal, but I definitely do, because I can hear it in their music. And the band is called Hell Yeah, and their album Blood for Blood. Rest in peace, Vinnie Paul, definitely miss him. Probably my favorite drummer of all time, or at least in my top 5. Or maybe even top 3 because he was that great. But yeah, this is Blood for Blood by the band Hell Yeah. And this is probably one of my favorite albums from them. But yeah, favorites from it are Blood for Blood, Moth, Cross to Bear, Hush, and Black December. Just some great songs. Definitely a great album. Definitely need to get more from them when I can because I do like this band. Okay, now the next band is a classic band, and sadly, I only have 2 albums from them, but I definitely need to get more from them when I do have the chance. But the band is Lamb of God, and this is their album, Ashes of the Wake. Just really great album, definitely one of their best when it comes to their 2000s material. So yeah, Ashes of the Wake, favorites from it are, of course, the opening track, Laid to Rest, which is one of the songs that got me into Lamb of God, along with their song, Redneck, which is going to be on the other album I'm about to show y'all after this one. But yeah, Laid to Rest, amazing song. Now You've Got Something to Die For, great song. Omerita, sorry for pronouncing that wrong. What I've Become, and Remorses for the Dead, and of course the title track, Ashes of the Wake. Just really great album, definitely one of my favorites from them, and in my opinion, one of their best. Okay, up next is their album, Sacrament. And now, I won't say this album is as good as Ashes of the Wake, but I still do appreciate this album and respect the band for making this because it is a good album. But yeah, favorites from it are Walk With Me in Hell, of course the song Redneck, which was one of the first 2 songs I've heard from them. Descending, Black and the Cursed Sun, Requiem, More Time to Kill. Those are my favorites from this album, but yeah, still do like the whole album. Not their best, but I still do appreciate them and respect them for making it because it is a great album. Okay, let's go ahead and bring the next stack a little bit closer to me so I have to keep bending down just to pick them up. Okay, next band is probably one of the pioneers of groove metal, at least in my opinion. But yeah, the band is Pantera, and this is their album, Cowboys from Hell. Just a really fantastic album. If you don't have this in your collection somewhere, then you're missing out, because it's definitely one of their best. It isn't my favorite Pantera album out of their 90s material, but It's definitely in my top 3, I believe. Can't remember how I ranked Pantera on this channel because it was my very first ever episode, but ranked it off for this channel. But yeah, don't remember how I ranked this album in there, but it's still a great album. But yeah, favorites are Cowboys from Hell, Psycho Holiday, Heresy, of course, their ballad, Cemetery Gates, which is definitely one of my favorite songs from them. Domination, just really enjoy Domination. I prefer the live and Moscow version, but still, that one version in the original is still good. The Sleep, Message in Blood, The Art of Shredding, just really great album. Definitely an essential for any metalhead out there. Alright, same goes for this next album. Not another album from Pantera, which is another essential for any metalhead out there. And this is their album Vulgar Display of Power. And really great album. Favorites are Mouth for War, A New Level, Walk, and Walk is the very first song I ever heard from them and the song that got me into the band. Definitely glad I heard that song almost 5 years ago, I think. Just a really fantastic song. Fucking Hostile. Sorry guys, I had to cuss because that's the name of the song, but I won't cuss throughout the rest of the video, I promise. Because I don't want to cuss on here because it'll pop up, but I heard other people do it. I won't be in trouble because it's only one time. This Love, Live in a Hole, and Hollow. Just really great album though. Definitely need it if you don't have it, guys. Great album. Okay. Next up is their 1994 album, and this is like the 20th year anniversary. And it's their album, Far Beyond Driven. And now, this is probably my second favorite album from Pantera. Just a really great album. Favorites are Becoming, 5 Minutes Alone, I'm Broken, Slaughtered, 25 Years, and Planet Caravan. Just a really great cover. And it comes with disc 2, which contains 9 songs, and it's live from Donegan 94. Probably pronouncing that wrong, but yeah, this is what it looks like on the back. And the inside, I'll show that to y'all since that's a digipack. Move that a little bit. There we go. Come on, Stevie. There we go. Definitely pick it up, guys, if you don't have it. Great album. Okay, I need to hurry and get through this video because it's been long enough. Okay, next up is The Great Silent Trendkill by Pantera. Now, this is probably lower in my ranking. Don't remember because it's been a very long time since I've ranked their albums. But if you guys want to see my ranking for Pantera, feel free to join it. Feel free to join. Feel free to check it out, I meant to say. But yeah, favorites from this are the title track, Drag the Waters, Tens, 13 Steps to Nowhere, Suicide Note Part 1, Suicide Note Part 2, and Floods. Just good album. Not their best, but still do like it. Okay, this is their last studio album right here, and it's their album Reinventing the Still, which is probably my least favorite album from them, but I still do like it. Great album still. Favorites are Yesterday Don't Mean, Revolution Is My Name, I'll Cast a Shadow, Hellbound, Death Rattle, just to name a few, but yeah. Still a good album. Not my favorite from Pantera, but still a great album. And I wish they put out an album before their disbandment in 03, but it is what it is. Alright, next up is a compilation album from Pantera. It's only 10 songs, but it's their compilation called A Decade of Domination, 1990 through 2000. Don't have much to say about it because it is a compilation, but still pretty cool. Even though they left out some good songs. It should have been a longer album. But it is what it is, because it's got their most popular songs on it. Okay, now the next band, I do have another album for, but I'm not including it in this video because it's a thrash metal album, not groove metal. But this album here is definitely thrash metal with a mixture of groove metal, and it is Chaos 80 by Sepultura. Just a really great album. Favorites are Review or Refuse, Resist, Territory, Slave New World, Manifest. Propaganda was pretty good. Just to name a few, but yeah, really good album. Definitely one of their best. Don't have much to say about it, but it is still a great album. Okay. Now, the next band y'all would probably be like, oh, they're not groove metal, they're new metal. But to me, ever since their second album is when they became a groove metal band. At least, that's my opinion. So, yeah. The next band is Slipknot, and I'm not including their self-titled because that's a new metal album. But yeah, this is their album, Iowa. Definitely a groove metal classic. At least to me, it's groove metal, because this is basically where they became groove metal. Because if you look up this band on Wikipedia, it will definitely tell you that they're part of groove metal. It says new metal, groove metal, and probably another subgenre, I don't remember, but either way, to me they're a groove metal band nowadays, and they have been since this album. But yeah, songs from it that I enjoy are People Equal, Disaster Piece, My Plague, Everything Ends, The Heretic Anthem, Left Behind, I Am Hated, and Metabolic. Just really great album. Definitely one of their best. Okay, next up is Volume 3, The Subliminal Verses, and it's by Slipknot. Now, this is my least favorite album of them now, but I still do like it. I still do like this album because it is a 2000s classic. But yeah, favorites are The Blister Exist, Duality, Vermilion, Pulse of the Maggots, Before I Forget, Vermilion Part 2, The Nameless, and Danger Keep Away. My least favorite album of them, but I still do like this album. Okay, now, next up is one of their most hated albums, if not their most hated album. At least one of their two most hated albums, but yeah. Next up is All Hope Is Gone, and I definitely don't see the hate behind it, because I do like this album. I'm going to have to turn it this way, though, to read off my favorites from the album. Okay, so favorites are Gematria, The Killing Name, Sulfur, Psychosocial, Dead Memories, It's Cold Black, Snuff, and the title track. Just really great album. Don't get why it gets so much hate, because I do think it's a great album. Okay, up next is the Greatest Hits album, and Take Us to Hell. So don't have much to say about it, but yeah, it's still cool. Check it out, guys, if you want to hear the most popular songs, because that's basically what's on this. Of course, this is the edited version, but it's still good. Even though I preferred the explicit version, but either way, it's fine. Okay, next up is their album, 0.5 Degree Chapter, and definitely a really good album. Probably my second least favorite, but I still do think this album is good. Not their best, but still good album. Favorites are XIX, AOV, The Devil and I, Kill Pop, Goodbye, Custer, The Negative One, and If Rain Is What You Want. And for the special edition, even though this isn't the special edition, I like the song Override. Even though this is the standard edition, which only has 14. If you get the special edition, you'll have 16. But either way, Override is a great song. I definitely wish this was the special edition. But either way, I still do like this album, and I still do like the song Override. But yeah, this is a great album. Not my favorite from them, but still do like it, of course. Slipknot is definitely one of my favorite bands ever. Whether you want to consider them groove metal or not, that's your opinion, but to me, they're groove metal nowadays, and they have been since Iowa. And last but not least for Slipknot is their newest album, which was my album of the year for 2019, not to give any spoilers for those that haven't saw it yet, but yeah. This is their album, We Are Not Your Kind, and just a really great album. Definitely had to put it as my album of the year for 2019 because just really great album. Favorites are Unsainted, Birth of the Cruel, Nero Forte, Red Flag, Orphan, Not Long for This World, and Soul Way Firth. Just wish All That Life was on here, but if you get like the Japanese version or whatever, you'll have it. But yeah, either way, still great album. Okay, just two more guys, and I promise I'll get through them quick, because this video's been long enough. But yeah, the last two are now, this band might be considered thrash metal, groove metal, or either way. But I can consider them as groove metal, along with thrash, but that's fine. And the band is Soulfly. Wait, hold on guys, I'm not going to show this one first, my bad, because this is their newest album. But yeah, I'll get back to it here in a little bit. Okay, this is the album I meant to show first. This is Soulfly and their album called Omen. This is probably my least favorite album from them, especially from the stuff I heard all the way fully from them. But I still do like this album. It's going to be hard for me to pick title tracks because it is my least favorite album from them, but I do like the song Jeffrey Dahmer. Bloodbath and Beyond, I think that's the name of it. Let's see, Lethal Injection, just to name a few of it, yeah. Still a good album, not their best, but still a decent album. Okay, and last, for my groove metal CDs, and for this video, is Soulfly's 2018 album, Ritual. Can't believe this album will be 2 years old sometime this year in 2020, because it is from 2018. Time goes by really fast, just want to say that now. But yeah, favorites from this are Ritual, Death Behind the Eyes, Evil Empowered, Demonized, and Bite the Bullet. But yeah, this album is fantastic, definitely one of their best, and since this is a digipack, I'll go ahead and show y'all the inside. But yeah, let me know what y'all think of my groove metal CD collection. What groove metal albums and groove metal bands do you like? I know I don't have anything from Machine Head because they are one of the best groove metal bands out there, but I'll definitely get albums from them whenever. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.